person, you don't look that pretty. Hey, Bobby, you think he looks pretty what?
You look too good, Fred.
Easy, guys. Listen, it's an honor to meet you, gentlemen. I love Raging Bull. I love Goodfellas. I love Casino. You two are the best. Everyone knows it.
This kid knows how to shine ass on me.
He's good. You're very good, Fred.
Very good. So, Fred, why don't you tell us about 12 monkeys? Come on.
Well, 12 monkeys that play a lunatic. Not as well as you could, Joe. I mean, everyone knows you're the king of lunatics. You're the best.
What? Did he just say what I think he just said?
I think he did.
Did I offend him? Did I offend him?
You offend him a little bit, Fred, a little bit. Not too far.
Let me just get this straight over here. All right, you're the leading man, right? And I'm just some lunatic macaroni munchkin with my Gugats in my hand. Is that it?
No, that's not what
I'm back in Notre Dame, huh? I'm Quasi Meatball, and here's the sexiest man alive. Is that what's going on here?
No, Joe, I was just saying that.
Joe, oh, he's handsome and skinny, and I'm the crazy little Denny. I'll show you, Sandy. I'll show you. Hey. Now that's the legend of a fall, huh? Hey, Bobby, you ever see the movie 7?
No, I did not.
Well, everyone's gonna see it now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, can you believe the movie's halfway over? 5, 6, 7.
Hey, Joey, here's your sequel right here.
Hey, you think of Pretty Boy, huh?
Definitely ain't pretty no more.
Okay, all right, that's the show. Tonight, folks, the set's over. All right, so turn it off.
Hey, Joe, you take care of the body. I'll take care of
Hey,
it.
sure he turns it off.
Well, you hear what he said? You hear what he said? Turn it off. 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 Turn it off.
I'm a t-shirt and jeans guy. Never spent a lot on clothes. I meet a girl, she doesn't mind that I'm a t-shirt and jeans guy. We decide to get married. Now I need a tuxedo. I go big time. I don't rent, I buy. I look great. Then I get this call. Not from my best man, not my mom. It's Citibank. They just wanted to make sure someone else wasn't using my card. Imagine a t-shirt and jeans guy finding happiness with a girl, tuxedo in a bank all at the same time. Weird.
My friend said you wanted to make out with me.
He's got charm. He's got taste.
That wife back there? She's hot.
But he's got a problem.
You're under arrest.
Haley Wade's Adam Sandler, Bulletproof, rated R. Now playing.
There are hundreds of beers in America. From wood-aged to ice-filtered, dry draft light. Plank Road introduces the latest breakthrough in brewing technology. We call it good beer. Red Dog, bold and commonly smooth from Plank Road.
If you think KFC just served the Colonel's original recipe chicken, think again. There's plump, juicy, tender roast, our new roasted chicken served in pieces, and the Colonel's crispy strips freshly prepared all day. At KFC, our menu is getting so big you might need a bigger table. Now fill your plate with 2 pieces of new tender roast with 3 Colonel's crispy strips plus mashed potato, gravy, coleslaw, and the biscuit at a special September price, just $2.99.
Michael Andretti. Last United States and Mars.
At Texaco, you not only get Clean System 3 Power Plus and Power Premium, you can get a car wash, soft drink, even lunch.
Don't you guys know you could have been at the pub? This pizza there, it's so competitive.
That's what I got 5.
We cannot live with Norm MacDonald.
Thank you very much. Guys, I'm Norm MacDonald, and now the fake news.
Our top story tonight, charged by critics with failure to prepare an exit strategy for Bosnia, a defiant President Clinton today insisted that he has one ready. Should the situation deteriorate, he will have all 20,000 troops airlifted to England and smoking pot within 24 hours. Last week, the president vetoed a Republican bill to balance the budget, and he used a pen that belonged to former President Lyndon Johnson. Clinton has also been working his way through John F. Kennedy's vast supply of condoms. In New York this week, while rehearsing for his upcoming HBO special, pop star Michael Jackson collapsed on stage and was rushed to Beth Israel Hospital. Weekend Update has obtained this exclusive photo. While in the hospital, Michael Jackson had his room specially decorated with two huge photos of Shirley Temple. But don't get the wrong idea here. Michael Jackson is a homosexual pedophile. In business news, Chrysler has alleged that former chairman Lee Iacocca gave away classified documents to other corporations. According to a spokesman, Chrysler is deeply concerned that other manufacturers have learned the secrets of building really crappy cars. Dr. Jack Kevorkian and 7 associates have unveiled new guidelines for doctors in planning physician-assisted suicide. Rule number 1, get paid in advance. Police in New York investigating the deranged homeless man who attacked a girl with a hypodermic needle have made a shocking discovery. He's Mickey Rourke. An American President, Rob Reiner's new film starring Michael Douglas and Annette Bening opened in theaters last week. Here with his review is Update movie critic and 42nd President of these United States, Bill Clinton.
Thank you, Norm. Thank you all. Rob Reiner's latest film tells the story of a young, idealistic president who is not only a hostile Congress and a nasty Republican challenger to contend with, but has to raise a 12-year-old daughter on his own because, you see, his wife is dead. I love this movie.
You really liked it that much, Mr. President?
Norm, from the moment we learned the premise about the young president with the dead wife, the viewer just falls hook, line, and sinker. I mean, Rob Reiner has tapped into what must be every young American's fantasy: to grow up, to become president, to have your wife die, and be left with the trappings of the office free and unattached.
Was there anything you didn't like about the movie, Mr. President?
Well, I thought some of the performances were unconvincing, particularly Martin Sheen as the president's chief of staff. He's done better work.
And what did you like best about the movie?
The dead wife.
Now, Mr. President, one thing that I wondered about in the movie, would it really be possible for a president to sneak a woman into the White House with all the staff and security and not have any of them talk to the press?
What did you hear?
Nothing. I didn't hear anything. But you know, with that huge White House staff, surely one of them would talk to the press.
No, seriously, did you hear something?
No, I didn't hear anything. I just wondered if that part of the movie seemed plausible to you.
That's good.
anyway, Mr. President, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this movie?
Norm? I'll give him a 10.
Wow, that's more than you gave Tank Girl.
I love this movie.
All right, President Clinton, everybody. Thank you. In a surprise move, O.J. Simpson is offered to give an interview to CNN with, quote, absolutely no ground rules. But interviewers Greta Van Susteren and Roger Cossack have asked for one. Don't kill us. New York Governor George Pataki this week announced a plan to cut state scholarship aid to college students who do not maintain at least a C average. Sadly, the students hurt most by these cuts will be the idiots. Across the Great Plains, harsh weather and hungry boll weevils are the cause of one of the worst cotton harvests in years. Or so the Germans would have us believe. Native Americans in upstate New York are trying to Native Americans in upstate New York are trying to block plans to build a Kmart on the site of a Mohican burial ground. In addition, they were upset to learn that sales at this particular Kmart will be announced, "Attention Kmart savages." Doctors at the University of Pennsylvania Hospital are hard at work developing a new operation to remove an appendix without anesthesia. The operation is exactly the same as the one with anesthesia, with one key difference. It hurts like a bastard. The New York Public Interest Research Group has unveiled its 10th annual list of dangerous toys for the upcoming Christmas season. Topping the list this year, baby's first circular saw. This week in Minneapolis, the Minnesota Obesity Center officially opened. Its goal? To find ways to identify behaviors that lead to obesity. Also, it's a good place to meet fat chicks. You know, many of the nation's zoos are facing severe cash flow problems. Some have even closed. Here to speak for the displaced animals is the king of the jungle himself, the lion.
Hello, my name is Lenny. I am a lion. I've been in and out of the zoo since I was 15 years of age. I'm currently due to stand trial for the attempted murder of an ocelot, even though I have a signed letter from my therapist that states that I am a natural predator. I'm not trying to make excuses, but I come from a violent background. I watched my father kill a giraffe in front of me when I was 2 years old. Two of my brothers were in a pride. They eventually were murdered by poachers. I have one sister who lives in Kenya. I haven't seen her in 20 years. In the meantime, I'm living in the park. I've been stabbed. I've been hospitalized with hypothermia. I mean, look at my coat. This doesn't keep me warm. I'm trying to get into a natural habitat, but there is a 2-year waiting list. I've tried to get a job with the Ringling Brothers, but they won't hire me because of my record. I've been in the system ever since I was brought over here. I did 3 years in the Columbus Zoo for stalking an ostrich. I've done time in the Bronx, in Central Park. I was in San Diego during the riots. I am currently suing the ASPCA because when I was transferred to an animal shelter, they shot me full of elephant tranquilizers. I mean, come on, man. Do I look like an elephant to you? I became an addict. I just kicked for the nighttime, but I'm clean now. I don't want handouts. I will pay back anything you give me. Marlon Perkins owes me a residual check. He's at my mother's house back in Nairobi, I swear. When I was coming up there in the 70s, it was different. Everybody got along. Panthers, cheaters. My sister went out with the tiger. We didn't care. He was a cool guy. So listen, if you know anyone who's hiring, I'm a hard worker. I can defend your home. If your kids are having problems in school with bullies, you know, I can take care of it for you. Thank you for your time. I appreciate your attention. Forest Murder.
Finally, in Connecticut, a mailman on his route was bitten and dragged by a Rottweiler that held on even after police shot it 5 times. Officers rescued the shaken mailman, who finished his rounds, went back to the post office, and shot 10 people. And that's the way it is. Enjoy your Sunday, folks. Thanks.
Do you love beer? Can you name the 4 basic ingredients of beer? Have you ever floated a bottle cap on the head of the Sam Adams? If you could only have one thing in your refrigerator, what would it be? Can you imagine a better job than being a brewer at Sam Adams? Do you love beer?
Michael J. Fox is on NBC and head over heels in love.
I have this recurring dream as usual on the show, so I find a couple of forward.
Michael J. Fox is on NBC in For Love or Money Sunday.
Capture the feeling of the Miami Dolphins at Miami Sub Grill. One collection, one coin, and one matching trading card each week for 9 weeks. Collect all 9. The Miami Dolphins at Miami Sub Grill. Exclusive limited coin and card collection licensed by the NFL. Supplies are limited. Get them only at participating Miami Sub Grill.
Now you can get up to $1,000 cash back on Sophia Sedan. Kind of makes you want to learn to drive, doesn't it? Come and save David Kia's end of summer bucks back event. Up to $1,000 back on a new Sportage. What a relief. Get up to $1,000 cash back on select Sportage models during Kia's end of summer bucks back event.
It's cookout time, and who's got lower prices that really cook? Well, your low-price leader, Winn-Dixie, of course. Recently, we checked the competitors' prices. We purchased 103 of the same name brand items and compared price for price at Winn-Dixie and Publix. And look at this. Winn-Dixie was 17% lower than Publix on these items. 17% lower. We want to do a good job when it comes to service, too, so send in a comment card and tell us how we're doing. Tonight on Turning Point, an interview with Diana, Princess of Wales. And now your host, Barbara Walters.
Good evening, I'm Barbara Walters, and welcome to Turning Point. Tonight, we're going to see more of my startling interview with Diana, Princess of Wales. Okay, I didn't do the interview. It was some guy from the BBC. Whatever. Anyway, try to enjoy it.
Your Royal Highness, why have you decided to give an interview at this time?
I feel that I've been misrepresented by the royal family, or really the bad people, as I like to call them. And I'm taking this opportunity to let the people of England, or the dirty people, as I like to call them, make up their own minds about me.
Did the most to misrepresent you?
Well, I would say my husband, shortly after our marriage, he began to resent the public attention I was receiving. Who could blame the press, really? I'm beautiful, leggy, tall, and I have a lovely ass. Especially when I'm pregnant.
Speaking of which, you became pregnant very soon after your marriage. Were you happy that it was a boy?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I was extremely relieved to give birth to the future king. My son is my pride and joy. And I also like Henry.
And Harry.
Yes, I like all 3 of them.
So, despite the fact that you gave the royal family 2 sons, they were still very much against it.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
What sort of cruelty did you have to endure?
Oh, terrible injustices. If they felt I'd been particularly bad, they would stretch me out on plates and call me throw-up girl. And they beat me daily with the head of Anne Boleyn, which few people know has been preserved in a jar in the Royal Library.
And your husband, Prince Charles, never once came to your defense?
No, he was too busy with his work, his polo, and his Willie.
So then you were aware of his affair with Camilla Parker Bowles?
Oh, yes. How could I not be? She grinds her teeth and talks in her sleep.
But you were also said to have had affairs, true?
Yes. But I was in love with the writing instructor, the art dealer, a television interviewer.
Were the royal family aware of these affairs?
Oh, yes. That's why they planted the computer chip in my head.
They planted a computer chip in your head?
Yes, so they could monitor my every move. But I managed to successfully remove it last week with the aid of a hand mirror and a butter knife. That's why I'm able to do this interview.
In light of your separation from Prince Charles, do you expect to become queen?
Oh, no. It does not interest me to become queen. My only desire is to continue my work with the less fortunate, or the really dirty people, as I like to call them.
But is that the way you really feel?
No.